And trouble once again for Mayor Johnson. A group of aldermen warning the mayor about growing concerns among voters. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Sylvia Perez. Let's get right to Paris Schutz with more on that poll and what it means for city leaders. Paris?
Yeah, Sylvia. Well, Alder people say they've been getting an earful from their residents saying no to a $150 million property tax increase. So they sent a letter to the mayor, 14 of those Alders, just this morning, saying it's time to, quote, right-size the budget before looking at any kind of tax hikes. And they decided to commission this poll, and the results are stark. So they just came back. The poll results show that 78% of residents would vote against their alderperson if they support the mayor's $150 million property tax hike. When you say that, you're speaking the Alder people's language, threatening their reelection. They also said in this poll that the mayor had 15% favorability, 70% unfavorability, and 16% of respondents believed that Johnson has collaborated on the budget. Johnson has styled himself as the, quote, collaborator-in-chief. Now, one of the signatories on this letter, 42nd Ward Alderman Brendan Riley, says he hopes this gets the mayor's attention.
Well, I think it's a wake-up call to a number of our colleagues that the voters have spoken in this poll. A property tax increase is not what they want to see in balancing this year's city budget. 78% of voters said that they will choose another candidate over their alderman if their alderman supports the mayor's proposal before he exhausts every other option to find efficiencies and cuts in the budget. And so we've been hearing this anecdotally for weeks, and 14 of us got together and decided to pay for a poll to confirm what we thought we already knew, and this poll did just that.
So how did the city get here? Well, Mayor Johnson had promised in his campaign not to raise property taxes, but he went back on that promise to help close a $1 billion budget gap when he proposed a $300 million hike in property taxes. That got swift and overwhelming opposition from city council in the form of a 50-0 vote rejecting it. So the mayor came back after compromise and announced that the property tax hike would now be $150 million. But the results of today's poll and the letter show that is not going to fly with a majority of city residents and these 14 alderpersons. We did ask the mayor's office for a response. We did not hear back, but much more to come at 4 and 5. Sylvia?
All right. Thanks for that, Paris.